Okay, IXL. What's this one about? Graphing systems of linear inequalities. Solve systems of linear inequalities by graphing. All right. So I have these two equations here. Draw you a picture. So this is, just pretend like this is y equals 5. Y equals 5 is a line right here. Although this would be dashed, wouldn't it? It's a dashed line. Let's erase that. So there's the first line. And before I go any further, I'm going to test this against the point 0, 0. So is 0 less than 5? That's true, which means this is a true side of that line. Everything underneath that line is true. Now let's graph our other one. Let's graph x equals -3. X equals -3 is right here, and that's a vertical line, and once again, it's dashed. And I'm also going to test it against 0, 0. So is 0 greater than -3? That's true, which means this point is true against this line. So where does it all come together? It all comes together in this region. This is the true, true region. True, true. So now let's get that into the system. Y is 5. There's the first one. And I have it as dashed. -3. And I have it as also as dashed, and oh my goodness. Oh, okay, there, I've got to push the shade thing. There it is. Let's see if that is correct. Super. So I have this system of equations. So let's start with the first line, which is x equals 6. Okay, there's the first line. Now I'm going to test it against 0, 0. So is 0 less than or equal to 6? That's true, which means this side of the line is the true side of the line. I'm going to graph this one. Y equals 6, also solid. I'm also going to test it against 0, 0, testing this point against 0, 0. 0 is less than or equal to 6. That's true, which means I'm going to shade under it. So I'm going to shade under this line and to the left of that line. So this is my shaded region. Let's shade that. Now let's submit it. Okay, let's graph the first line. So y equals 2. I pretend like it's an equation. There it is. It's dashed. Now I need to shade. Am I going to shade above or below it? Well, I'm going to test 0, 0. 0 is less than 2. That is true, which means I'm shading underneath this line. Now I'm going to graph the next line. I'm starting at 1. I'm going up 2 over 1. It is also dashed. Now I'm going to test it against 0, 0. 0 is less than 0 plus 1. 0 is less than 1. That is true. So 0, 0 is true for the green line, which means I'm shading under the green line. So the area under both of these is right in here. This is a true area. Okay, y equals -6. I'm just pretending like it's an equation. It's dashed. Now let's test it against 0, 0. Is 0 greater than -6? That's true, which means I'm shading above this line. Now I'm graphing this one. I start at -6. I go up 8 over 1. It is solid. I've got that. Now I have to test it. I'm also going to test it against 0, 0. Let's see, is 0 greater than or equal to -6? This is true. 0 is greater than -6, so I'm shading on this side of this line. So above this line, it's all coming together in this area over here. Start by graphing the first line, so y equals 7, which is right there, and it's dashed. Let's test it against 0, 0. 0 is less than 7, that's true, which means I'm shading underneath this line. Let's graph the second line, starting at -1, going up 6 over 1. Let's test it against 0, 0. Is 0 greater than -1? Yes, 0 is greater than -1, which means I'm shading above the green line. Where's it all coming together? It's coming together in this region over here. Did I get a line type wrong? I feel like I have a line type. What did I do? It was a line type issue. I gave a dashed when I should have had a solid. Yep, you see it right there? That line right here, this guy right here, am I drawing? This line should have been solid. All right, keep going. Start with this first one, -4, horizontal line, solid. 0 is less than -4. That is false, which means I'm shading below this guy right here. Okay, intercepts at 10, going down 7 over 1. There it is. Let's test it against 0, 0. 0 is greater than 10. 0 is greater than 10. That is 0 is greater than 10. That is false, which means I'm shading on this side of this line. So where's it all coming together? It's all coming together over in this region right here. Graph it. X equals -2, and that's dashed. Oh, come on, how do I get... It's not dashing for me. Interesting, it won't... I can't make the dash happen. Let's try this one. This one's at 5 and going up 2 over 1. And I can't make that one dashed either. Oh, there it goes. Okay. But that one's supposed to be solid. That's solid. This one's dashed. Nope. What just happened there? Did it just move? It's moved. Ah, my goodness. So where's this at? Start at 5. Start at 5. 2 over 1. Solid. This guy needs to be dashed. Dashed. Okay, I think I've got it there. 0, 0. 0, 0. 0 is greater than -2. That's true. 0 is less than 5. That's true. So this is the true region. Hopefully this graph's nicer now. So -5 going up 8 over 1, and it's supposed to be dashed. Okay, this one I'm starting at 2, down 1 over 1. It's supposed to be solid. That's good. Let's test 0, 0 against 0, 0. Let me draw it. 0, 0 against the green line. 0, 0. 0 is greater than -5. That's true. This point is true with regard to this line. And now against the blue line, 0 is greater than 2. That's false. 0, 0 is false with the blue line, so I'm shading above the blue line. So it's going to be this region up in here. So what did I decide? I'm going to shade up in that funny little region right up in there. All right, I got to a 50. It took me 11 minutes. I'm going to stop. Okay, that's it. See you later.